This week on Machinery Pete TV. Don't look now, more price records tumbled at this Iowa auction. This Kinze 4900 24-row planter just blew the previous high out of the water. It took an engine rebuild, but this John Deere A is up and running. And Pete looks at the recent shift in price trends on late model used combines.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America. Well, my good friend Tom Pauly with Pauly Family Auction Services out of Western Iowa here called me a few months ago, folks, and he said, Pete, there is a sale coming up December 5th, 2022. You have to be at a retirement sale for Dwayne and Pat Sundberg, and I'm so happy that Tom told me about this sale. Folks, the equipment on this sale, super clean. We're gonna have a ton of fun today watching it sell. But first, it's time for Share Your Legacy, brought to you by Big Iron Auctions.
This week we travel to the Texas Panhandle and to the town of Sunray, where the Cartwright family has proudly been farming and ranching for over 100 years.
My granddad came here, bought his first land in 1919, and started farming then. His wife, my grandmother, they had land in this area as well.
Well, my dad and one of his brothers bought this land in October of 1919, and my dad built the house I live in.
So this is a pretty special house to you. Tell
Oh,
me
yeah.
about this house.
Well, my folks started building this house in 1929 and moved in January 1931, and I was born July the 2nd, 1931. So I sleep in the bedroom I was born in.
Oh, wow. So can we take a look inside?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go. So this is it.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I was born not in that bed, but in this bedroom.
Wow, a lot of history here then.
Yeah,
And who's this beautiful woman on the wall?
that's my wife.
Wow, she was beautiful.
Yeah, she was. And she was just as good as she was good looking.
Very good.
I was pretty lucky to get such a wonderful lady.
If you've been in agriculture long enough, you've gone through a tough time. And man, knowing what the generations before you endured to make it work, that's legacy to me.
Makes you think 100 years is a long time to be involved in agriculture, your land, and really made me think about time and what time means. It's important that we keep these small rural communities going, to me.
Why?
Because that's the backbone of America.
For over 40 years, Big Iron has been America's trusted name in auctions. From farm equipment to real estate, to livestock and classic cars, we offer full service support to all of our sellers. In 2022, Big Iron acquired Sullivan Auctioneers in an effort to elevate the level of service provided to our customers. Both companies sharing similar small town origins, our stories begin the same. Combined, our over 80 years of experience has established best practices to better serve our customers in the online auction space. With our large online selection of equipment, engaged bidder base, and full service approach, we take pride in consistently exceeding our customers' expectations. Big Iron Auctions and Sullivan Auctioneers. Truly, we are better together.
Best way I've seen to fix faded paint? Dakota Shine. Made in South Dakota by Dakota Ag Innovations, a company with a 20-year history of working with top construction equipment manufacturers, now offering Dakota Shine to the farm community to help you keep your equipment looking like new and retain more value when it comes time to sell or trade. Key active ingredient from corn, soy derivatives. Order online at dakotashine.com or visit your regional farm stores to pick up your Dakota Shine today. Hey folks, I'm here with brothers. We have Tom, we have JR, we have John, right?
You bet.
Okay, Paulie here, and of course Dennison Livestock, DennisonLivestock.com, you guys, legendary livestock business. Tell us how the livestock market has been here the last year or so.
This is the first year the cowman basically can say, I'm proud that I got my cows, and there was a little money in it this year.
Sure.
The people feeding cattle out with $7 corn. We're having a good 4 or 5 months here. Fat cattle are now over 150.
Now DennisonLivestock.com, what's your frequency of cattle auctions?
We have our sales starting coming up in January. We have Mondays, Thursdays, and then our regular sales are on Saturday. So each sale on the Mondays and Thursdays, we roughly have somewhere between 200 and 2,500 head of cattle run through the ring each sale.
Is it challenging then to go from that mindset to selling these beautiful John Deere tractors that we're going to be selling today?
Well, it's an honor, first of all, that Dwayne and Pat picked the Paulie family of the trust. Family means a lot, the trust, and so it's, yeah, like I say, the machinery sales. I like the machinery sales. JR's more into the cattle sales, and John, he's in both.
Well, John's deal's both. Okay, yeah. Awesome.
The best thing about machinery is they don't get sick. You don't need to call a vet. And they can sit there for a long time, and we don't have to feed them. So machinery cells, they're icings on the cake for really being a relaxing day.
Hey folks, it's planter time. We have a very shiny Kinze 4900 24-row 30-inch, completely gone through in 2019, does about 900 acres a year. Now the three highest auction prices I've ever seen on Kinze 4900 24 rows, 124 and a quarter up to 126,000.
175 and 80. I got 175 and 80. I got 175 now 80. I got 175 now 80. 180, 100, 180, $180,000. 175 and 80. 180. What do you thinking, Jimmy? Boys, don't price a new one. Ready to go to town. 175 and now $180,000. I got 175 and 80. I got 175 and 80. 177 and a half and now 180. JR, a new blood in and now you're out. 180. I got 177 and a half and 80. I got 170 and a half now $180,000. $180,000. $180,000. 70 and a half. Boys, I'm just getting warmed up here. 77 and a half and 80. I got 170 here now $180,000. $180,000. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 7 and a half and 80. That soft spot right here it is today. I got 177 and a half, and now $180,000. 177 and a half, and now 180. $180,000. What do you want to do? You want to give me 180? I got 77 and a half, and now $180,000. JR, I want 7 and a half, and now 80, 180, 180, 180, 180, 180, 180, 180, 180. You want to hit it again? $180,000. I'm in. You're all out, JR. $180,000. Somebody here now 80. I sold the planter. 177.5, number 34.
Well, as hot as the used tractor market has been, folks, used semis not far behind. And we got a beauty here, a 2007 Peterbilt 379, just over 1 million miles on it, always shedded.
65,000, 61, 2, 61, 61, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 63,000, 4,000, 63,000, $64,000, 3, 4, 3,000, 4,000, 63, 64, 3,000, 4,000, 63,000, 3, 5, 64,000, 64,5. You sort them out. 64, 5, 4,000, 64, 64, 5. 64, 64, 5. Tell your boss it'd be a long drive back to Virginia without the truck. 64, 64, 5. 64,105, 4,105, 64, 64, 5. 65, 65, 5. 6,505, 65, 5.
Just give me 70,000.
65, 5. 65,105, 65,105, 65, 65, 5. I sold the truck, 65,000.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale.
$60,000 and now $60,500. I sold the grain cart, $60,000 and now $63,500. I get $3 $63,500. 63 5, 63 5, 63 5. Going once, yes, yes, yes. 63 5. I sold it $63,000. 327. I get 26 here now. 26 here now. 327. 327. Thank you. 326 and 77777. I sold the platter, $326,000.
What's that piece of equipment worth? Check out Machinery Pete's auction prices for the answer. Free to view, updated daily, all types of equipment. Go to machinerypete.com and click on the auction tab, then auction price data. Well folks, if you've been following along, you know that auction sale prices have been going up, up, up all throughout 2022, particularly November and December, just red hot pricing. But I do have to report that the last couple weeks of December, I did begin to notice one emerging trend, and that was softening auction prices on late model used combines. I first started to notice the trend on a farm sale December 13th in Spring Valley, Minnesota. Now folks, everything on this sale was red hot, very strong prices, except the combine. This 2017 John Deere S680 with 2,103 engine hours on it, it's over $175,000. Now actually, the average auction price this year on a 17 model S680 is $188,139. So again, auction price came in under the average there. Now 3 days later, December 16th on a farm auction in Coleman, South Dakota, same deal. Everything sold scorching hot prices except the combine. And it was a red one, a 2017 Case H 8240, 1,148 engine hours on it, went for $236. Now that's not a bad price, but let's go back to the month of April, specifically April 6th of 2022, online auction in Clarkfield, Minnesota, where this older 15 model with more hours, 1,579 engine hours on it, sold for $241,000. And again, December 16th, Coleman, South Dakota, that was a 17 model with 1,148 engine hours at $236. And then right at the end of the year, December 29th, online farm retirement auction, Guyman, Oklahoma. Again, very strong prices across the board on everything but the pair of combines. A pair of 21 John Deere S780s, just over 500 engine hours on them. They each went for $400,250. Now I know that's not chicken feed, but fact is, those are the lowest auction prices I saw all year on 21 model John Deere S780s. Hey, welcome back to Tractor Tales, folks. This week we're Michigan bound to check out a classic John Deere A.
I bought this tractor 4 years ago, and I had some major work to do on it. I had to put pistons, rings, and rods in it and put a new head on it, or a different head on it. So I finally got it up and running and been having fun with her ever since. Well, mainly all the kids have fun on it, and that's what it's about, to let the kids have fun, because that's how I grew up on them. I've been around John Deere since I was 5 years old. My grandpa had a John Deere B. One of the guys that come to our show every year says, "Gary, I got an A in the shed that you might want." I says, "Really?" He says, "Yeah." I says, "All right, I'll come down and take a look at it." Made him an offer on it, and he took it up. That's how I ended up with it. Well, I had to rebuild the carburetor because it'd been sitting for 30-some years. The first fire up of that tractor after getting it running, the first fire up in over 30 years, is on YouTube. I enjoy tractors, and I like to get the younger generation involved, because otherwise it's going to die out, you know. But as I look around at some of these tractor shows, I'm starting to be the old timer, and yeah, we got to keep this stuff around. Old iron, regardless whether they're purdy or working. Well, the plans for the John Deere for our tractor show coming up August 7th, 8th, and 9th. The Thursday before the show, which would be the 6th, we're going for a tractor ride. We usually do like a 50 to 60 mile tractor ride. Takes us all day, it's awesome. This is our 60th year here at St. Joe Valley Old Engine Association at Boot Hill. And it was better than letting it sit in a barn, you know. I'd rather see it up and running.
Hey, stay with us folks, coming up, something a little different. 10 years of Machinery Pete TV, we don't often highlight as our feature item a sprayer, but we need to here. This John Deere 4830, 2,153 hours on it, 100-foot boom. It is super nice.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
Well, folks, I tell you, it's been an honor to be here for the retirement auction for Dwayne and Pat Sundberg in Hamlin, Iowa. Beautiful line of tractors and equipment, but I tell you, when I arrived yesterday, there was one item I was hearing the most people kind of chatter about, and it was this sprayer here, our feature item, a John Deere 4830, 2,153 hours on it with a 100-foot boom.
And I got $100,000 on the little sprayer. I got $100, $100,000, 120. I want here, quarter. I want a quarter, 1.5, 130. I want a quarter now, 130, 30, 40. Boys, 200, 130. I just started down there to let you have a little fun. 130, 40. I got 130, he not 40. I got 130, he not 40. 135. I want you come to buy it. Let's go, Ricky. 135. They got the money. They're doctors. I got 135. I got 130, he not high. 135. I got 130, he not 5. I got 130, he not high. 135, 135, 130, he not high. 5. I got 5 here, 40. You're all out. 140. I got 135 and 40. Now 50. I got 140, 50. I got 140 here now. 50 time now. I got take 5. 145. I got 100 here now. High. 145. I got 140 here now. High. I got 140 here now. High. 145. 145. 145. I said 175. Right, here we go. And I got 140 today. 145. Mr. Scheckingers, you guys know the sprayer. Here you go. 145. Your neighbor's sprayer. 145. I got 140 here now. High. I got 140 here now. High. 145. 145. 140 here now. High. Anybody want to get 141? 141. I got 140. Boys, you want to get 141. It's right here at home. 141. And now 142. I got 1, 2. And now 3. 142, 3. I got 142 here now. 3, 3, 3, 3. 42, 3. 42, 3. 142, 3. Ricky, what are they saying up there? 143. I got 142 now. 3. 142, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Got to get people on. 3, 4. 144. 144. 145. I got $44 here now. 5. I got 144 now. 5. I got 144 now. 5. 145. I got 44 here now. 5. Now 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. 45 and 7. And now 7, 7, 7. You're on up top. 6 here, 7. I got 146 now. 7, 147, 147, 46, 7. I got 146 here now. 7 times $1. 147, 147, 147, 147. What are they saying? 147? Yes or no? 46 and 7. Jerry, you know where you're at? 46, 47. I sold the sprayer. 146.
Well, folks, I remember 1 year ago when the calendar flipped to 2022, I asked myself, is it possible that auction prices and used farm equipment values can go higher or remain this high? Because we were just coming off a year, 2021, that was by far the hottest year I'd ever seen for used valuations and prices. And particularly at the end of the year, November, December of 2021, with year-end tax buyers, the market was on fire. We were seeing records all over the place. So I remember being particularly interested when the calendar flipped to 2022. What were we going to see with the first few really nice farm equipment auctions? Well, I remember the first super nice farm auction that I saw was January 5th, and it was in Weston, Ohio, by our friends at Whalen Realty and Auction. And how did things sell? Well, you know, here you go. They had a 2013 Challenger MT855C with 1,348 hours on it, sold for $247,000. That was a record high auction price by $27,000. So it became apparent that the calendar flipping to 2022 was not going to slow the market down. Well, here we find ourselves a year later. The calendar has just flipped to 2023. I'm asking myself the same question. Can used value stay this high? 2022 was even, way hotter than 21. Well, guess what? Our friends at Whalen Realty and Auction again had the first really nice farm auction of the year. This one was January 4th. It was in Grand Rapids, Ohio. And how did things sell? Well, this 2017 Case IH Maxim 150 with 1,277 hours on it sold for $112,000, second highest auction price ever on a Maxim 150. And this 2013 Apache AS720 sprayer with 1,217 hours on it sold for $104,000, third highest auction price ever on an AS720 sprayer, but notably the highest auction price ever over 700 hours. And again, this one had over 1,200 hours. Well, folks, I wish you could have been here with us today in Hamlin, Iowa for the retirement auction of Dwayne and Pat Sundberg. I was asked recently, Pete, what's the best food truck you've ever seen at an auction? I think it was today, folks. Two Palms Grilling, unbelievable. They were serving biscuits and gravy here, egg bake in the morning, brats, burgers, pork loin, unbelievable. Hey, tune in next week to Machinery Pete TV. We'll have some more fun along the way for you. Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers, a big iron company. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. Big Iron Auctions and the Share Your Legacy program, promoting the future of agriculture with amazing legacy stories from across America.